Okay, so this is a lot. Happy Thursday, Floss Tube. Hello, crafty friends. My name's Caroline. Welcome back. It's been a long time since I did a video here on this channel. I'm recording here in London, Ontario, Canada, and I'm at the Evertote Roxy Floss Co. workshop where I work. Many of you I know always want to know what's on the walls behind me. I've done a video over on the other workshop channel. I'll leave a link to that little video in the description box below. Okay, so today's video is going to be in two parts. So I haven't done a video since before we hosted the Stitch North cross stitch retreats in Brampton, Ontario. And this video is long overdue because one of my favorite things to do after Stitch North is share everything that was gifted to me, as well as share some ideas for table gifts. Many stitchers at retreat will share table gifts with me if they have leftovers, as well as the rest of our team. Stitchers at Stitch North are incredibly generous. Every year it is incredibly touching, and it's easy to get a bit emotional about it because of the generosity in the room, the spirit of kindness and sharing, and it's a lovely group, and we look forward to it every year. So as in the previous years after Stitch North, I've done a video where I shared things that stitchers shared with me. So not only am I going to do that today, but I'm also going to do a little bit of a floss tube because I have been doing some stitching and I wanted to share my progress with you. So what I will probably do, now that I've done a little introduction, is I will probably insert the floss tube video next, and then I'll do the Stitch North section, which I'm going to record now, but I'll probably place that after the floss tube section. So depending on how long this video takes me to record, you may see me wearing different clothes because I have a funny feeling that I'm going to have to record the rest of this video tomorrow. It is already 6 o'clock here, June 4th, goodness, June 4th, 2025, and it's already 6 p.m. So let's get started. At this point, I will clip the video and I'll send you over to Future Caroline and a little floss tube. So spoiler alert from Future Caroline, that didn't happen. If you've looked at the timestamp of this video, you'll see that it's almost 2 hours long. I didn't record a floss tube. So I will be recording a floss tube and putting that up tomorrow, which is Friday. I loved sharing everything in this video. So if you're looking for something to watch while you're crafting today and you just want some company in your ear, I hope that you enjoy. So I'll see you tomorrow with a floss tube. Okay, so now that I've shared everything that I've been stitching over the past couple of weeks with you, now let's get stuck in. I have some really amazing things to share. So a combination of gifts that people made themselves, as well as a couple of purchased gifts, but really, as one can sort of expect from a room full of really crafty people, you all are very good with making things, and there's nothing quite like receiving a handmade gift and showing it off to its full potential. So I have nothing here is in any order. I kept everything in, I had 5 small bags that had everything packed away in it so that I wouldn't misplace anything until I was able to do this video and share everything so that I would be able to keep track of everything. So my memory, let's see, where are we? June 4th. So we're about 5 weeks away, 4 to 5 weeks away from the end of retreats. So my memory is not always the greatest, but fortunate. I think I just heard Hannah laugh at me out in the main room. So my memory is not always the greatest, but we will carry on. I'm pretty sure I've got everything, and if I get anything wrong, or if I can't remember a name, I'm hoping that whoever made it for me will pop in on the comment section below. Okay, so let's start off with a bang, shall we? This is pretty epic. Carol Austin, for the last few years, she's come to Stitch North every year since we started, and every year she makes me a very, very special project bag. Or one year she made me a dress form pincushion styled dummy, and another year it was the same fabric but a vinyl insided, very intricate project folio. She sort of outdoes herself every year. Well, this year Carol got an embroidery machine and made me the most amazing quilted patchwork. Look at that. She got my name. She embroidered my name on it. I don't know how much, I don't know if you realize how big of a deal this is, because I just posted something in my Instagram stories maybe 3 weeks ago, and it was one of those funny, you know, you go to a gift shop or a touristy shop where they have, you know, those racks of things that have kids' names on them, right? Well, my name was never on them. There was always lots of Carolyn, lots of Carolyns, but never any Carolines. So this means a lot to have a project bag with my name on it, beautifully sewn. Carol's sewing is perfection. Beautiful straps, very useful, perfect size. She even included a little floss bling on the strap, and there is an extra, oh, there's a button, one of those snap closures, one of those. There's also an extra small project bag on the inside, and it's quilty and soft and beautiful. See the back? Look at this sweet fabric on the front. It's lovely. It's lovely. So I, of course, had to use it right away, and I started a project weekend 1 of Stitch North, as you do. But of course, you know, I don't have a stitching chair when I'm there because I'm sort of sitting behind the Evertote table. So of course, as I do, I chose something incredibly challenging, which was project that I've been eyeing for ages that we've had kitted up. It's the Sophia Church La Di Da. Sophia Church. It's a sampler reproduction, and we had them kitted up with some 46 count. It was an old dye lot of speculoos in sort of the perfect size cuts for this chart because it's really, really long. And this was a conversion that Hannah did that we had recently tweaked and changed a few of the colors. So I'd been wanting to try it. I'd been wanting to stitch it. 46 count linen, no table in front of me, not great lighting, no frame because I had forgotten my lap stand here at the office. I remembered everything else. I forgot my lap frame. So weekend 1, 46 count. That was my new start. And as you can see, I think I got, I think I put in 25 stitches that you can just barely see. I did one length of floss in the border. Oh, and I didn't even finish the floss. Didn't even finish. Look, my needle is still sticking into the side. So that was the sum of my stitching weekend 1 Stitch North. And I haven't touched it since. So back in my project bag it goes. Now that I have shown you Carol's beautiful bag, now this can go into my rotation. Here are the flosses. Look at these colors. So good. Yeah. Really my kind of colors. So Sophia Church and the bag, my beautiful bag from Carol. Thank you, Carol. I love it. And I'm so tickled to have something with my name on it. I think I've asked John several times. I also love things with my initial on them. So I now have a couple of mugs at home. Sarah bought me the first one a few years ago for my birthday. I think it was from a shop in Toronto, and it's just a little pottery mug with C on it. And John bought me one last year for Christmas. Did you see my new mug that I got? I was making myself a cup of tea at the beginning here. I took my mom Mom and I went on a little girls weekend last weekend, and one of the things that we did was I took her to Bird Kingdom in Niagara Falls because I wanted to see the aviary and I thought my mom would love it. And got off track there. I was telling you about the Bird Kingdom, and then I got distracted and interrupted. So okay, next, oh, my friend Lori. My friend Lori Sykes brought me from Trader Joe's. It was a jar of the cookie butter, the speculoos cookie butter. That stuff is deadly. It's so delicious. It's so delicious that I'm glad we don't have a Trader Joe's here because I would not be able to resist that. So Lori, thank you so much. That was a real treat. And she also, Lori does some paper crafts. I believe she made these little gifty boxes. And inside, now Lori, many of you know Lori because she's like everybody's friend, right? So her channel is My Crazy Life Lori. That's her info there. You can see. She's just, oh, she's a good egg. And she is the one that we do the cross stitch planners with. So we sell her cross stitch planner. Now Lori gave table gifts and a little gift for the girls and I at the shop. It's a lotion bar. I love these things. I love hand creams and lotions and these kinds of things. I have very dry skin, so I tend to, try a lot of these different things. And lotion bars in particular, I really like. So this one is beeswax, coconut oil, shea butter, cocoa butter, lanolin, and vanilla essential oil. And it's from Rabbit Tree Soaps on Etsy. So it's a beautiful little tin. And then she gave us a couple of really sweet stickers and some charms. Oops, you can never go wrong with stickers, right? Let's see if we can get those to focus. Look at those. They're so cute. And my favorite little thing in this little package, and Lori sells these in her Etsy shop. They are knitting needle stoppers. And I've had my eye on these ever since she added these to her shop. I absolutely love them. So they are little sort of rubberized needle stops for your knitting needles, and check it out. Addicted to the pot. Little coffee pot. And of course, there's 2 of them for 2 knitting needles. So Lori, thank you. Thank you. I love them. I'm gonna tuck them away safely so that I don't lose them, so that I can take them home and put them in my knitting bag. I am actually, I'm going to use, I already know where I'm gonna put them. I'm going to use them on Sarah's Afghan, because even though I use circular needles, sometimes because those rows are so long, I do still stop sometimes in the middle of a row, which I don't love to do, but I do it anyway. And I think that these stoppers are gonna be perfect. So Lori, thank you very much. Okay, next, Amanda. Oh, Amanda. You can follow her on Instagram at cavapoo_xstitch. Let me just stick up her card here. Amanda's from Indiana. And I tell you, I still, oh, it's covered in needle minders, but this is what Amanda gave me last year. Amanda, if you're watching this, look at, I have like 8 needle minders on here. This little tin, she had a little pair of scissors and I think a needle threader and a couple of needles and a few candies and whatnot in this tin. Actually, I think this was from 2 years ago. Amanda has given me a gift every year. Very, very sweet and generous. I love it. And I use this little tin every day. Every day, as you can see, judging from the needle minders on it, I load up like 10 needles if I'm doing monochromatic, and I'll just put them all there. Anyways, it holds my needle minders, so there you go. Thank you, Amanda. That was so that's not what she gave me. Look at what she made for me. It's a glasses case that opens up like a heart. Look at that. And of course, Amanda knows that I love coffee. So check out, I mean, she even, like, look at how straight her fabric is. Like the letters and everything is straight. I appreciate that. Because that's tricky. It can be tricky. You gotta fussy cut it. And inside there's a lip balm, which I love. I sent Ellen a picture, my friend Ellen, Maximum Cross Stitch. Oh, and there's a couple of chocolates in here as well. And they're my favorites. The Dove chocolates. We don't get these in Canada. The little pre-wrapped Dovey chocolates. We don't get them in Canada, and they are so good. We do have good chocolate here in Canada. I'm not complaining about our chocolate, but the Dove milk chocolate is epically good. Ellen, I sent her a picture of the dog over in the chair, but she caught a sneak peek of my desk that had like 8 lip balms on it, because I always have no less than 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 lip balms. It just started raining. I think we're gonna get a thunderstorm. Can you hear it? I love that sound. I love that sound. And so Ellen designed a funny little chart that says, why yes, I do need 7 lip balms. It's quite funny. So Amanda, thank you so much for the glasses case. As you can see, I always have multiple cases around. This one is much nicer than this one. I appreciate it very much. Actually, I need something for my sunglasses. I have prescription sunglasses in the car. That's what's going to go in here. So thank you. Very, very useful. I love it. And guess what else? because I actually got 2 glasses cases, and this one is from my friend Shell. So Shell, my task glasses are going to be removed from that hideous gray case, and they're going to go in my brand new crocheted glasses case that says, look it! Isn't that great? Those of you who were at Weekend 2 met Shell. She was behind the cash at the Evertote table. So Shell made this for me for my birthday. And actually she really spoiled me. She said this was for my 50th birthday. And she gave me 3 skeins of yarn, the most beautiful, beautiful yarn. Look at those colors. I mean, these colors are absolutely delicious. So they're going in the dreaming pile until I know what I want to make with them. Absolutely beautiful yarn. But seriously, the showstopper is this. I'm pretty sure that Shell designed it herself. She has a few designs out. You can find her designs on Gumroad, Sterling Stitches. So, Shell, I love it. Thank you very much. And the yarn. You spoiled me. You spoiled me. I have to put this somewhere very safe. So just hang on, because I don't want it to catch. I don't want it to catch on anything. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, since we're talking about knitting, I'll show you. Anne-Marie gave me, I love pottery. See, this is a running laundry list of all these things that I love. I love handmade pottery. I have 0 interest in learning how to become a potter. 0. I don't want to take pottery classes other than to get the pottery, right? I would very much be a project potter and not a process potter, because I have 0 interest in learning how to do it. But I love pottery. And Anne-Marie gifted me this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little, and what does it say on the back again? I can't see it. Charon Sachar. Let me show you that up close so you can see it. Anne-Marie, if you can, I know you gave me a card with this and I can't find it. So there's the back. And look at the front. It's got the knit stitch in it. And it's a perfect, perfect little container for your stitch markers. I mean, how perfect is that? I love this so much. I love this so much. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm like a little magpie with these little things, you know? And y'all are very generous. It's amazing. Okay. Jana, I am totally mixing up weekend 1 and weekend 2. So these are from both weekends. Jana Gentry from Texas. And she left, this was sitting on the table when I came back from a little break, and I didn't know what was in the bag, and I opened it up, and it's one of those wonderful phone pillows. You know how you can put your phone in there and rest your phone on the thing like that? Isn't that great? Yeah, so this is coming home with me. Actually, I don't know. Now I'm thinking I should leave it here. Because I'm constantly, it would actually be nice to have something to prop my phone up here. Yeah, even better. I like to have the things that people have gifted me. I actually like to have them at work because I'm here so much and my job is very stitchy related, so crafty related. So it's nice to have these things here. So Jana, thank you very much. I love it, and it's going to get a lot of use. Now, that shape, what? Look, my friend Michael made me one of those Satsuma chickens. What are they called again? What the cluck? And look, He always dates. He has gifted me a handmade stitch every single year. And Michael, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that I got to see you again this year. I can't wait to see you again. Look at this. Look at that. Look at how perfectly finished and stitched this is. It's so clever. It's so freaking clever. I just love it. Little chicken butt. Now Michael spoiled me because he also gifted me, he'd made these pom-pom coasters. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. And I think he made these for his table gifts because I know Krista was sitting with him and she had one too. I know, I'm pretty sure. And then this beautiful little beaded counting pin. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. So pretty. So, so pretty. And some charms. You know, the ones with the years on them, which are always handy, always useful. So I love that. I love that chicken. Love that chicken. Okay. There. I have to move this stuff so that I remember where I've put it and where it's going. So Monkey and Mouse was one of our vendors at the retreat, and at the end of the second weekend, she let us pick out t-shirts as gifts for ourselves. One for Hannah, one for myself. Look at My Soul is Fed with Needle and Thread. So again, that's Monkey and Mouse, and you can find her online. Ashley. My Soul is Fed with Needle and Thread. And she had all kinds of designs and floss rings and 3D printed stuff and just really fun, cool things. So Ashley, thank you. I'm so glad that I've shown this now, and now I can wear it. So thank you. Okay. Oh yeah, I showed you that there to make sure I don't lose anything here. Table gifts. So we have people come from far away, and I think the winner for the furthest away is our friend Riz, who comes all the way from Dubai. I know, she comes all the way from Dubai. She brought table gifts for everyone, and she brought an extra one for me. I have never received anything from Dubai, so this feels really, really special and really unique. And it is the sweetest plushy camel all the way from Dubai. So Riz tasked me with naming my camel. And so Riz, her name is Yara, which in Arabic means friend, apparently. So this is Yara. Yara. I should have listened on how to pronounce it, but that's her name. My camel, my plushie. So thank you. And the other thing, so she also included in her table gifts a couple of very pretty skeins of DMC, some incredibly useful snips, and check it, a keychain with a camel and the flag. I mean, that's a really special, like, you know, just a few special things from your country that somebody like me would never have the opportunity to receive. So thank you very much. So really, really appreciated, and I love it. So I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to use it as an actual keychain or I might use it as like a floss bling. I'm probably leaning towards floss bling because then I can, you know, keep it in use on my stitching desk. That's the plan. So Riz, thank you very much. Okay. Speaking of friends that came from far and wide, I had 3 friends come all the way from the UK, and they gifted us with some amazing things. So these pouches were made, these were their table gifts. So the bags were made, they made the bags, and then they put a few goodies inside. And I've known that this was inside for the last month. And I made myself leave it in here until I showed it, because Walker's shortbread. So good. So very British. Walker's shortbread. Now, I did take the cup of tea out because I knew the girls left me with their remaining tea. The rest of their Yorkshire tea that they had brought with them to Canada, because I guess they didn't think we had good tea here, which, well, let's face it, we don't have Yorkshire tea here. You can get it at the British shop. So you can get it at the British shop. You can get, well, I don't know, actually, the last box of Yorkshire Gold that I had, I brought home with me the last time. When I went to Big Stitch, I bought a huge box of the Yorkshire Gold, and I brought that home. But these were the red tea, Yorkshire tea, the red bags. These were the ones that we had in our little hotel rooms where we stayed at the Big Stitch. And this is really, really, really good black tea. It's strong and really delicious, really good. So I did already drink the cup, the tea bag that was in my pouch, but thanks for leaving me with some more. And then their floss cards. So they are the 3 wild stitchers. They are Lizzie, Mrs. Fisher Stitches. You can see her and find her on YouTube as well as Instagram. My friend Fiona, who is IVRIG, so like Ivrig _ Xstitch, and then Leslie, who is Eat, Craft, Sleep, Repeat. So I think it was Lizzie who actually is Lizzie's the one who sewed all the bags. So there's my friends. Let's see, it's focusing on all my stitching there. There's my friends. Some floss bling with their logo. 3 wild stitchers. 3 wild stitchers came to Canada and had a great time. I'm pretty sure they had a great time. They sure seemed to be having a great time, and it was a pleasure to see them again. We got together with them. They took us out to dinner in at the Big Stitch, and some of you may remember a story that I told about, I like to drink cider. I don't drink beer. I hate beer, but I really like cider. And so Lizzie offered to buy me a cider, and she said, well, what would you like? And I said, I'd have a Strongbow, because in Canada, I like a Strongbow. I like it. And she just died. She said, oh, that's terrible stuff. And then proceeded to, educate me on proper cider. So thanks to Lizzie, I now have a real affinity for a cider called, is it Megners or Mengers? I think it's Megners. I've only bought it. I don't drink. I hardly drink at all. But it was particularly good. So thank you. Thank you so much. Now, speaking of Fiona stitched me a small. And you guys, this is epic. Look at this. Look at this. Cross stitching is better with friends. And there's my friend Fiona. And there's me. And this is just perfectly stitched. I love it, Fiona. I love it so much. I think that's gonna have to be my screen cap for this video. And then look at her backing. Oh, it's so good. Fiona, I just love it. Thank you very much. Thank you for your friendship. Oh yeah, and there was a British flag in the goodie bag as well. And the card that Fiona wrote for me, we're all a bit dog crazy. They know I love my dogs. They love their dogs. Fiona is particularly a bit like me. And yeah, a lovely note. So thank you, Fiona. Love it. Okay, this next one, and I'm going to show you two because I received, and this isn't something that would cross your mind as a table gift or, you know, a gift at a stitching retreat. But I'm telling you, this is genius. Jam. Homemade jam. If you're a jam maker, taking jam to a retreat as table gifts is an incredible gift because it's unique, it's delicious, and it's really thoughtful. So my friend Kate has brought us jam now 3 times, I think. And this, look at the color of that jam. So this is cherry jam, and she made it in December of 2024. So I love that. I love that this came from Kate's kitchen. She made it with some love, and then now I have a little bit to enjoy, a little bit of Kate's homemade jam to enjoy. Now, Carmen also made jam for gifts. Strawberry jam made by Carmen on the hottest day of summer 2024. Île d'Orléans, strawberries, sugar, and lemon juice. Carmen is from Quebec. And, well, she lives in Quebec. I think originally she was from Ontario, I think. If you watch Carmen on YouTube or Instagram, her channel is Cardamom Pins, and many of you know that because, I mean, she's a phenomenal sampler stitcher. She is one of the fastest, most precise stitchers I've ever met. If you don't follow her on Instagram and you like and you enjoy stitching feeds on Instagram, you really should follow her. Cardamom, C-A-R-D-A-M-O-N or D-E-M-O-N, Pins. If you have trouble finding her, ask me in the comments below and I'll dig it up because I have no time to edit show notes in this. So if you can't find it, ask me and I'll find it for you. But look what else she added to this jam. Little teeny tiny hand knit socks. What? It's adorable. It's adorable. I mean, oh, what's the expression? Can you even? I cannot even with this. And I can't get it to focus. Silly thing. There we go. Look at how sweet. Just the tiniest, teeniest little teeny sock on the hottest day of the summer. I find that hilarious. So, a little bit of Carmen's summer goodness in there. Lovely. Beautiful. Karen Stitching Owl. You guys, this is really, really incredible. It's a truly incredible small that is not small. So much stitching, so much care and love went into this gift. I love it. And this is going to sit on my desk right over there next to my other thing all the time so that I can admire it. Look at this. Look at this drum. Karen's channel, she is the Stitching Owl on YouTube and Instagram, and she's also one of the hosts of Canada Swaps. So if you are Canadian and you're interested in participating in a countrywide smalls exchange, then you're going to want to watch Karen the Stitching Owl, as well as the 2 Bay Stitchers from out east, who are the co-hosts of that swaps. I participated in the first one. I did not do the second one. I probably won't make the third one, but maybe I'll manage to get my name in the hat there for the next one. So I have big plans with learning how to finish smalls. So our next box that we're doing with Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery, they are smalls, like finishing small projects. And they're all done, like you don't need anything extra other than fabric and floss, and some, you know, cotton or batting, whatever, to fill them with. You simply use the thread and your needle to create 3D shapes and learning various techniques. And so I am so excited about this project because I've always been really, you know, like I see gifts like this and I see projects like what Karen has done and what, you know, Fiona has made. And I have others to share with you here, like Michael making that 3D Satsuma project. I really struggle with participating in smalls exchanges because I always feel like my finishing skills are just not up to snuff. I get very nervous when, you know, thinking of giving someone else something that I finished. It's okay if it's just for me because I know where all the mistakes are, but that's also the double-edged sword, gifting it away in a smalls exchange. I know where all the mistakes are. So my hope for myself for this smalls project is that I am really going to build my skill set for finishing little gifty projects so that I can start to gift away more things and also participate in, you know, I'm going to Edmonton in June. It is June. The Stitch and Stash retreat in Edmonton. And I'm going with that in, when is it? It's in like 2.5, 3 weeks. And of course there's a smalls exchange. And am I participating? No. You know, I'm just a little bit too nervous. Now, have I been busy? Yes. I'm not sure I could have finished something well, I could have. I've known about this retreat for at least 6 months. I could have stitched something 6 months ago, but I put it off and I don't do it because I'm afraid. So my hope is that one day I will give small gifts like this with abandon so that I can start to give back, because these are treasures. These are just absolute treasures. Like when I think about how much time, and she made one for Carrie as well. She made a, oh, it's the most beautiful bird design in a frame that she stitched for Carrie. And Karen, you spent so much time and care. You took so much care with your gift, and I absolutely love it. The colors are bright and summery and happy. I think this is an ink circles design. I think, pretty sure. I think that's what you said, and I know you told me. But it's perfect. I love it. I just love it. Karen, thank you. So that's my goal, is to work on my finishing skills. So Karen is a friend who lives here in London. We met through stitching, but actually she's also, she is a retired piano teacher. Now, her piano skills were far superior to mine, but I am also a retired piano teacher. So Karen and I have that in common. And she lives here in London. Another friend of mine who lives here in London is Lisa. Many of you know Lisa, who is the Forest City Stitcher. Forest City Stitching, excuse me, that is her channel name, and I believe also on Instagram. And so Lisa gifted me, she always has really great floss drops. So this is, check out the photo on the front, and look, my initial. You know I love it. And that's a needle minder. It's a Scrabble tile that's been turned into a needle minder. Look at that. I love that so much. Love it. And so, and Lisa has a heart-shaped punch that she uses on her tags. So you see the picture on the front, that knitting? That's a baby blanket that Lisa made. She knit that herself. and used the photo to make her floss drops. I love that. I love that so much. Now Lisa also bought Carrie and I the sweetest little gifts. Check this out. It's a little knitting mouse. It's a little knitting mouse. It's got a little yarn ball on the back, little knitting needles that actually they've been used to knit the scarf that the mouse is wearing. You see that? Look at that. Attached. Look at the tail. Isn't that sweet? So this was made by the Rustic Attic. Original designs by Mary Ellen Dion and Peggy Mulvihill. Fabric and wood. It's fantastic. I love that. Lisa, thank you so much. It's so fun. So fun. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pins. Handmade pins from the Chimnasing Stitchers Guild. Kathleen, Tamarish, and Dawn from the Chimnasing Stitchers Guild. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this was not the first year I've seen them at retreat. It was wonderful to see them again. And look at these amazing pins. They made these. I couldn't decide which ones I liked, so they let me have both. Look at that little fluff ball. I have to take this one out of the package. So, excuse the noise. Look at this. Let me just puff it up here for you. Show it off. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so, so pretty. Look at that. It's blowing out a little bit because of the light. There. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. And then, look at the blue one. Look it. Oh, I love that color blue. That's one of my favorite colors in the whole wide world. Absolutely gorgeous. So, thank you so much. Love them. How many of you are in Stitchers Guilds? I'm curious. I'm curious how many of you who are watching me belong to a guild. And leave me a comment below what you love about it. Like, what do you enjoy about your guild? I've never really thought much about joining a guild, and I'm kind of wondering what I'm missing. So what am I missing? Let me know. Fill me in on the skinny. So maybe I need to join a guild. I don't remember who gifted these to me, but I absolutely love them. These were extra table gifts that the Stitchers had extras, and they came around and they offered us our selection of what they had left over to give away. This amazing little handicrafted little pouch, little zippery thing. I love that it's got a snappy doodad on it, just a little wallety type thing. Very, very handy. You can never have enough of these. Like one in every project bag, right? For extra little things. This one, I can see your face, but I can't remember your name. To the best of my recollection, you made these using your mother's fabric from your mother's fabric stash, which I found absolutely charming. And this was the one I selected. You can see this absolutely beautiful print. Look at that perfect sewing. And look at the cleverness of this. First of all, check out that fabric, right? Oh, gorgeous. It matches perfectly with the color. Look at that. But look at how clever this is. There's 2 pockets in here. 1, 2. It's genius. And I can see how this was made. It's very simple, but very clever. Very, very cleverly made. So I love that. I think I'm gonna have to attempt to make a few of these myself because, yeah, that's genius. Really love that. If this was you that gifted these and there's an actual pattern that you followed to make these, can you let me know? Because I don't want to just copy the design without knowing if it was a paid for pattern or something like that. So if you can let me know, I would appreciate that. Or if anybody recognizes this, that also, please, if you recognize this pattern and how these are made, because I can see immediately from the structure how it was made, and it's extremely clever. So love it, love it. My friend Shannon, every year Shannon brings, she knows how much I love coffee, so she brings me a handful of these coffee candies. And every year when I get back from Stitch North, I find them littered in the bottom of my bag, and I'm like, oh yeah, jackpot. So Shannon, thank you so much. I appreciate those. This one's funny. Steph, this is what's left of your gift. Steph gave us, I think there was a floss ring, like one of those you know, the metally ones that you can get them plastic and metal, the ones that hold your floss and they twist on. Magnetic, not magnetic. They're cable ties, flexible cable ties. There was one of those in there, as well as some beautiful floss tags, and I immediately took them out and started using them on my project. Actually, was it, now here's the question, did I use it for Sophia? I did. I found them. Okay, so here's what was in Steph's bag. Look at these floss tags. Look at these floss tags. The Great Lakes. Beautiful, beautiful floss tags. And the reason why it's the Great Lakes, it's because that's who Steph is. Lake Girl Stitches. Really the most beautiful floss tags. They're gorgeous. So I immediately pulled them out of Steph's little baggie and put them on my, because I needed the ring. This one wasn't one of those flexible ones. My memory is not that great, but it was a ring and I needed it for my floss. And so I kept the tags on it so I wouldn't lose them. So thank you, Steph. Very useful gift. Okay, so I showed you that and I showed you that. Oh, speaking of floss tags, look at these floss tags. These were from my friend Trina, and Trina has done some model stitching for us. She did one of Nuri's Shaded Stitchery, the tree medley, the Christmas tree medley design. She's a beautiful stitcher. And these are her tags. This is a Modern Folk Embroidery Bestow Rules of Life. That's what it's called. And she says, I can be your model stitcher. And there's her information on the back. Isn't that fun? I love these. So Trina, thank you for the cards. Love them. My friend Trish. These little mesh baggies are so good, aren't they? I mean, there's always something really fun and sweet inside. Trish, it was so nice to finally meet Trish in person. We've been chatting online for a few years now, and so to have her come to Canada and be able to meet in person was really, really nice. And I think she had a pretty good time. So she gifted me a very, very special needle minder, and it is the blue flower chart. I think it's called the Forest. Our roots are in the depths of the woods, and I think this needle minder was from a very special class that she took, or a project that she did, where they received these, and she knew that I have been wanting to start this design for a long time, because it's an absolutely perfect stitch for my family, for our cottage, and I really have to start it. I think I just saw Story Quest Stitcher is stitching this with the Roxy Floss conversion on Instagram. I've been watching their progress, and it is so good. The deer is just beautiful. It's such a lovely chart. I mean, there's even a beaver on it. I mean, how appropriate is that? The beaver has not been back this year, FYI, not yet. We're waiting. We're waiting for the beaver to come back. But yeah, I don't know, you should be able to see it in this bottom corner. There's a beaver chewing away the tree there. Can you see it? Yeah. So to say it's an appropriate design for our cottage is an understatement. So I really need to stitch that. So Trish, thank you so much for the needle minder. That made my day. Okay, this is one of the very few gifts that I have no idea who gave this to us. And they left us with a couple, one for me, one for Carrie, and they are wonderful. The little rope bowls, little beautiful handmade rope bowls or catchers. They're fantastic. They've even got that lovely little curly Q on the side. They're really well made, but I don't know who gifted these to us. So if this was you, if you made these, thank you, thank you, thank you. These are so useful. You know, you need them when you're a stitcher, you need these all over the place to catch those orts. So, or, you know, you can use them for everything, like jewelry, when you take it off before bed, or, you know, anything. These little things are so sweet and useful. So thank you very much. Okay, just a couple of other table gifts that we were lucky enough to receive because they're just convenient here. So these are great ideas. If you're going to a retreat and, you know, usually you can find out ahead of time how many stitchers are going to be at your table. And table gifts are never mandatory. They're never mandatory. You don't have to bring table gifts. Lots of people don't bring table gifts and instead maybe bring, you know, a snack or something to put in the middle of the table and share that instead. But lots of people do bring table gifts. So if you're trying to think of an idea, these little things here are actually rather wonderful. So this one was from Stitch Brat, another amazing stitcher. So she is on FlossTube as Stitch Brat Stew, and her Instagram is Stitch Brat. So these were Barb's little packets. Again, those beautiful little mesh bags. And then inside here, she's got these little scissors are the bomb. They're so useful and they're very inexpensive. So you can stick one in every single project bag. They're great. They're really super sharp. And yeah, they're just great little scissors. And so there was a pair of those. And then there was a little thing of shea butter hand and body cream, a little tube of lotion, and then a sweet little button needle minder. So there's Barb's information there. So sweet. Great magnet on there. And that was her table gift. And I mean, how great is that? Totally useful things that any stitcher would want and love. Love it. Okay, so Sheldon. I met Sheldon in Stitches. Sheldon in Stitches came to weekend too. And I've known Sheldon for a while on Instagram. And then he started a floss tube 6 months ago. And let me tell you, he's a natural. So if you haven't watched Sheldon in Stitches yet, he is a fellow Canadian and his floss tubes are wonderful. He's very conversational. His stitching is fun. He's fun to watch. So Sheldon had some really great, very Canadian table gifts. So look at that. Look at how beautifully presented that was. So very, very Canadian chocolate snacks. We've got a coffee crisp and a little packet of Smarties. In the States, you don't have ours. Your Smarties are more like our Rockets, which is like a powdery, crunchy candy, like a sweet tart, sort of, I think. I think that's what your Smarties are. But our Smarties are little round chocolate discs that are covered in a crisp candy coating. And every Canadian child gets Smarties on their birthday and at Halloween and you know, as a treat. A box of Smarties is usually a pretty standard Canadian chocolate treat. So we do love our Smarties. A little Canadian pin. There's some beautiful skein of DMC floss. Now I haven't opened this yet. So are you ready for the crinkling? Because there's something in here that I've been saving. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. I know, sorry. Because I didn't know what this was, but I thought I was gonna open it. Oh, okay, so the little booklet says start today with a grateful heart. I mean, who doesn't need these cute little, oh my gosh, she put a note in it that says happy stitching, Sheldon. That's a fun surprise. Thank you, Sheldon. I love that. I love that. That's very, very clever. There's a cute little like project ring. You can label your project and have a little tag on it. Very useful. And then so this is what caught my eye in the gift. I have no idea what it is. So are you ready? Let's open it together. It's a little jar with a little stopper on it, and there's a little something rolled up inside that tiny little jar. So let's find out what it is. So I've got the stopper off. It's a little tiny ring that's holding that. It's literally a message in a bottle, I think. I think it's a message. I mean, what else would it be? Is he playing a joke on us? He's playing a joke on us. It doesn't say anything, Sheldon. It's literally just a message in a bottle, but there's no message. Sheldon, missed opportunity. However, totally took the opportunity and surprised me with the message in there. But isn't that adorable? That is seriously cute. I love that. I don't know if I could give that away. This is mine now, and I'm gonna have to write a little secret message on it to myself and tuck it away somewhere. Almost like a little time capsule. Think about that. Okay, I know that I felt this drop on the floor, so let's show you this next. One more little table gift here. Love this. This was from Sylvie. She made these counting pins. Oh, look at this pin. I'm gonna take it out of the little mesh bag. So, you know, as a little table gift, this is so sweet. And look at it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And made by Sylvie. Thank you, Sylvie. I love it. I'm gonna put that back in here so I don't lose it until I'm ready to use it. Lauren. Lauren has gifted me every year with beautiful handmade wood, like fine wood products that she and her husband make. And last year's was this, pardon me, this scissor holder. Look at this. This was last year's. It's absolute, I think this was butternut. I don't remember, but yeah. No, it doesn't say what kind of wood. But Lauren and her husband are very talented. And so this year's treat is a stand for a flat fold. And I don't remember, I think it's oak. I'm pretty sure this is oak. She had choice and I chose oak because we make our hearthside stands out of oak. So it seemed fitting. But it's beautiful and it's got that lovely little ledge there for your stitching. And I don't have a flat fold handy, but you can, you know, use your imagination, right? This is what I'm gonna show you next. So you just put your stitching in there and it's like a little display. How clever is that? Thank you, Lauren. I love it. Okay, so yes, this little project bag. Again, you can never have enough of these. They're just the perfect little size. This was a very sweet gift from Alicia. Yeah, Alicia Ortwine from Upper Meadow Stitcher. So she has an Etsy shop, Upper Meadow Design Co. And you can follow her on Instagram, which I'll have to do after I've done recording this. I haven't hopped over and followed her yet. So Upper Meadow Stitcher. Let me show you her card. Look at that, so pretty. There's her information. And it is just the sweetest vinyl front zipper pouch. Beautiful bright colors. She included a skein of floss. It's got that fairly firm, what do you call it? The foamy, fusible. So there, it's fairly structured. It's very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much, Alicia. I love it. I'm gonna keep your card in there until I find the right thing to put in it. Okay. Speaking of Krista Gramer, Just Keep Stitching, designer Krista. This was a really special gift, actually, and something that I wouldn't think to gift away, but I am in love with this gift. Okay, so it came in a little mesh bag. Do you see what that is? It's banding. It's like, this is, do you know how precious this, like, I love banding. I have only ever done one project on banding. It was in Ink Circles, the pile of turtles. You know, I can't remember what the name of that chart was, but it's a whole bunch of turtles all stacked on top of each other. And I stitched that on banding because the edges are finished, and this is pink and it's so pretty. So let me show you. I'll take the elastic off. Banding is just, look at that. Krista, this was incredibly generous. It's a full yard of banding. It's absolutely beautiful. You could do spools, you could do edging for a project bag, you could do something and, you know, have a table runner, you could have a little dresser scarf, you could do anything with this. You could hang it like a bell pull. That's how I hung the turtles. I stitched it and I hung it as a bell pull. Krista, thank you so much. I have not had any banding since I stitched that turtle, and I really enjoyed working on it. So I'm gonna have to really come up with something special for this. It's very pretty. And because it's pink, I don't know, maybe something Valentine-y. I'll have to think about that. But it's really, really lovely. So thank you. And then she also included one of my favorite, I just love these Burt's Bee lip balms. And this is strawberry. I have never tried this. I didn't even know they had a strawberry Burt's Bees. Maybe you can only get that one in the States. I don't know. All the Canadians will say, no, you can get it here. If you can, let me know, because I didn't know they had a strawberry one. I love Burt's Bees. And then a really sweet little keychain. Look at that. A little pink strawberry with a little daisy on it. This is really sweet. This is great floss bling. And it opens in instead of opening out. I love that. Krista, thank you so much. That is a treasure. So I'm gonna tuck that banding back in there once again so I don't lose it. Now, my other friend, Laureen, who is Stitcherelle on Instagram. She's from out west. She brought the goods. And now I can finally use it in the kitchen. Yay! Kicking Horse Coffee. Love it. It's Canadian. It's from out west. And she bought me the Smart Ass version. So thank you. She also included a few of her Canadian designs. I can't show them to you because there's no cover model. They are actually the designs themselves. But watch this space for perhaps a little bit more designing coming out from Laureen. So again, she is Stitcherelle. That's STICHERELLE on Instagram. So lovely charts. And this coffee is amazing. I love it. So that is going in the kitchen immediately after we finish up here. Okay, so I can see that I've almost out of batteries, so I'm just gonna switch my battery and let's carry on. Okay, so I'm doing pretty well. I still have some amazing things to share with you. Okay. So some friends who met each other at our retreats, who have become, you know, I have to take an aside to say this, because watching year after year groups of friends who didn't know each other a few years ago, 6 months ago, maybe they met for the first time last October, and the friendships that they made are really beautiful to watch, because personalities gel with different people, and you know, when you get a group of people who find their people, it's really special. And I feel very grateful to be able to witness this year after year. It's a really special feeling, because you kind of get to be now I'm very busy when I'm there, and but one of the things is that I'm kind of all over the place, and I'm talking to a lot of people in short little snippets and segments, and I often wish that I had much more time to spend with, you know, all of the people, everybody. I wish I had more time to spend with everyone. But it means that I get to witness other people's interactions with other people, and it's really, really wonderful. For many of them, you know, they might only see each other once a year, and they've only known each other for a few years, but they still feel like they've known each other forever. And you know, it can be really difficult to meet people as an adult, and especially when we have these passions of how we love to spend our time that they can be very isolating. You know, let's face it, many of us like to be inside. Many of us like to be working on our crafts and listening to audiobooks or watching FlossTube, or, you know, doing these kinds of activities that lend themselves to being very solitary activities. So it can be very difficult, very challenging if you don't have a local needlework shop, or maybe you're very shy and you have trouble meeting people. Well, you know, the thought of going to a big old room where there's, you know, over 200 people in it is intimidating. But I've been witness to many new friendship groups that have become a joy, become a real pleasure to watch return year after year. So this one particular table that I'm going to show you a few things from, some of them met at the first Stitch North, but then a couple more women, sort of the group grew after Jacob Palooza. And so I got a message from one of the group members. It was Geraldine. I was trying to remember if it was Whitney or Geraldine who contacted me. Maybe it was Whitney. And she wanted to know the measurements of the table, the diameter of the tables at Stitch North. And I'm like, why? you know, I can understand wanting to know how many people are there, but why do you want to know the exact measurements of the table? So that was all I found out until come second weekend. I think they were they were first weekend. They were at first weekend. And Geraldine, who is, what is Geraldine's channels? It's Jer X Stitches, I think, on YouTube, as well as Instagram. I looked over at their table, and Geraldine had made custom, bespoke stitching mats for everyone at the table, so that all of the mats joined up and made a circle. And she made one for me. So it is this shape, and they all fit together in a giant circle around the table, and it was really lovely. So Geraldine, thank you for including me in your project. I really appreciate this. This one I'm going to take home, and I'm actually going to use this on my bedside table, because I have a quilt in my bedroom now that was made by a woman I know, and I purchased it, and I just love it. And I think quilting like this belongs in my bedroom. So this is going to go at home, and I'm going to use it every night on my bedside table. So thank you. I love it. And so that was what Geraldine had made. Alyssa, who also is a member of that table friend group. Now keep in mind, of course they're friends with lots of other people in the room, but it's just that was their particular table. She made these, so that's, Alyssa is AJ Stitch on Instagram, and YouTube, it's Alyssa Jones 4838. She made these absolutely beautiful, kind of like wax impression needle minders. You see that? Isn't that pretty? You can see it's nice and thick. And it's got a great needle, great magnet on it. Love it. So Alyssa designed a golf chart recently for the Augusta Masters. John watches golf all the time, and you think I know the names of them? I'm stitching. But clearly Alyssa is a golf connoisseur, and she did a really sweet golf chart, which I think she has available on a Gumroad site. So if you're a golfer, you're going to want to check out AJ Stitch on Instagram, and you'll see her. She has links to her charts there. So that was really fun. And then another one of their friends, Ness, who we've gotten to know over the past few years as well, who is such a sweet, sweet, sweet soul. Every year for the last 3 years, she has made us these sort of, what do you call the name of it's like a see-through acrylic beads, and she makes ornaments with them. And so this is my 3rd year of receiving one, and it's absolutely darling. So Ness, thank you. And then she also includes the year on it. So you can't stop now. So now I'm wondering what you're going to do for next year. It's really pretty. So these kinds of things take a lot of time. They take a lot of time and thought and care to make for so many people. And I really appreciate that. So thank you. Thanks, Ness. This was an epic gift. I love this so much. And I want to say, I can see your face, and we had a lovely conversation. But it was in the morning, and it was like right after a super busy time, after people had all come in. And I can't, is it Krista, or your name starts with a C. and you gifted me this amazing, amazing mug. Your gifts were so thoughtful. You gifted Hannah the erasable writing tablet for all of her lists so that her lists could have lists. And it was just so thoughtful. Oh, I can see you. If you are watching this and you see me, please leave me a comment below so that I can please remember your name, because this was, I've been so excited to use this, and I have been well aware of where it's been sitting until I did this video and shared your gift, because it's beautiful and it's perfect for the summer. So this is going to be my iced coffee cup. So thank you very much. I've never had I think these are quite good cups. Swig Life. So cold 24 hours, hot 3+ hours. Insulated stainless steel tumblers. It's beautiful. Thank you very much. A treasure. Lots of treasures. This is something. Check this out. And again, I think your name starts with a D. I want to say Doris. If you're watching this, please let me know. She made these scissor fob, floss bling, Stitch North beaded ornaments for everyone. She had enough for everyone in the room. Look at this. Can you just think about how much work that was? It says Stitch North in beads. It's fully beaded. It has a little moose charm. It's completely done up. She made enough for everybody in the room. Everybody. That boggles my mind, and I love it. So this is going to go on a project bag. Probably the one that I use most often, which is one of my cotton linen blend bags, and I think it's going to look perfect because it's kind of like a black and neutral fabric, and then this will stand out because of the red. I love it. So thank you. Yeah, so fun. I was lucky enough, very lucky enough, to get another skein of yarn. Very, very special yarn from Cindy. Now this has her last name on it, so I won't show you the card, but I will show you the yarn, because Cindy lives in Georgia, and she lives in Winder, Georgia. And the reason that is, look at that, look at that. So she bought and brought gifts that, because she's from Georgia, that were sort of reminiscent of her home. And so this looks like Georgia peach to me, doesn't it? It's called Tequila Sunrise, but it was hand dyed in Winder, Georgia. So this yarn was dyed where Cindy is from. And it is just the prettiest sock yarn ever. And it is 85% merino, 15% nylon. It is absolutely perfect sock yarn. So you know I'm going to make socks with this. It's beautiful. Cindy, thank you so much. Honestly. It's from the local craftery. It just says hand dyed in Winder, Georgia. The local craftery. So that must be a local shop there. It's just beautiful. It's very soft and very beautiful. Okay, hold on to your hats, because my friend Jeannie, look at this. Are you ready? It's amazing. It's amazing. Now, she left me information on it. True Patriot Love by Darlene Dion Designs, stitched by Jeannie, and Jeannie's from St. Louis. She stitched this on 18 count, hang on a second, excuse me. Oh, 18 count hay bale Ada by Color and Cotton and Fallow Red Roxy Flasco. So this is Jeannie. It's absolutely beautiful. Now I wanted to point out Jeannie's finishing technique because I thought this was clever. Now, when I complimented Jeannie on it, she said she would never, ever, ever do it again because it was a major pain in the butt. But I'm pretty sure she also said maybe that I was worth it. Or maybe that's just me making that up that she said that. However, she did make it for me. And look at this. Look at this edging. It's rickrack that she has finished off. She has tacked it down with beads. Look at that. She's tacked the rickrack down all the way around the outside edge with seed beads. It's perfect and so, so pretty. Look at, it's perfect. Jeannie, you did such a beautiful job. And here's the back. That felt closure at the back. And here's a close-up of the front. Perfect stitching. Oh, I love it. Jeannie, thank you. Beautiful. So another woman who I've come to know a little bit better over the past 3 years. She has made me every year of an incredible small. Speaking about people who are, you know, amazing finishers. Michelle C. Her finishing skills are next level. She has made some amazing things. If you remember my video from last year, she made a little Cinderella slipper that had a little Blackbird Designs design on the inside, and it was tiny. It was like petty point on the inside. And the year before that was, where's my, it's a coaster, and where is it? It's buried under, oh, my Cinderella slipper's right here too. Look, here it is. This is what I'm talking about. So Michelle made this in 2023, 2024. Look at the little stitching there. Isn't that perfect? It's absolutely perfect. This little tiny slipper. Stitch North 24. And then the year before that, because I use this coaster all the time. She made this. It says, "Be happy stitching, be crafty friends." And this little bumblebees, and I'm pretty sure that she actually designed this. Yes, she did. So look at this. Love it. Sweet little bees. So this year, and also, I'm not going to read it to you because it's a personal letter to me, but Michelle writes, she's one of those people who knows how to write a really good letter that touches you and, you know, brings a smile to your face. And she's, you know, some people are real naturals at that. Michelle, you write a good letter. I loved it. Thank you so much. This is, to me, this is as much of a gift, you know. I love a good card. I love people's thoughts. Sometimes I struggle to open a card in front of the person who's written it for me because if it can make me quite emotional. I usually like to open them afterwards, but this was lovely. So thank you. Now, are you ready for this? Because it's tiny and it is perfect. Look at the little tiniest thing. Tiniest of stitches. Just a perfect little scissor fob. It's perfect. Stitch North 2025. And she made the cording. She made the fringe. Look at how it's been edged. That really, you know, these kinds of things, they don't take a lot of either fabric or floss, but look at how delicate and perfect it is. I mean, what a gift. A lot of time. A lot of time. went into that. So let's see, on her note here, what does she say? So the pattern is Quaker Friendship by Samplers and Such, stitched 1/1 on 25 count white Lugana. The floss is from Brennan Needle, and the ask your mother. Ask your mother. So Brennan Needle. Speaking of Brennan Needle, Patty, 4 Boys and an NL Girl, has been doing daily floss tubes currently, and I think today's included a new design release, a very, very sweet design release. So you can follow Patty on Instagram as well. But on her floss tube, 4 Boys and an NL Girl, daily floss tubes. And she told me about it yesterday. Daily floss tubes are so fun. They're so fun to do, but they are so much work. They're a lot of work. So you should go and check her out and appreciate the fact that she's doing daily floss tubes. So Michelle, thank you so much. I absolutely love it. I love it. These stitch markers, they're fantastic. I love them. I have no clue who gave them to me. I'm wondering if it was Anne Marie along with the little pottery dish, because they are stitch markers and it's a stitch mark holder. So Anne Marie, I'm not sure if you gifted these to me, but if somebody else gifted these to me, could you please let me know, because I love them. They're so pretty. You can never have enough stitch markers. And I'm definitely going to add one of these to Sarah's blanket, which I have been working on very slowly. I'm gonna need to pick up my pace if I'm gonna be done in the next year. Those rows are so long, but it's so beautiful. So I know, I need to get on it. It's not done yet. Okay. Oh yeah, another table gift. This was from Nancy Duquette, who is at Stitchy East Coaster. This is great. Look at, see how she filled the width of the mesh bag. So she bought the bags to fit the size. It's one of those really fun coasters that you make where the pattern allows the flaps to be open, right? The way that you sew it together. So you can put a wine glass bottom inside, and then it kind of, you know, comes along with your wine glass if you want. Or you could just use it as a mug rug or something like that. But it's so pretty. Again, great summery colors. So this is also going to live here on my desk. And I'll put my mug on it right now. There. Oh, it is. It's perfect. That's really nice. And she also included, oh, these PCs. So Dreamland, love a good chamomile. These President's Choice is a Canadian brand. And then we have Winter. Now this, oh my goodness, chocolatey peppermint herbal tea. Why have I never seen this one before? Chocolatey peppermint herbal tea. Seriously? That looks amazing. Okay, I am gonna have to be on the hunt for this. I'm assuming this is seasonal because it's a winter tea. However, sometimes you can get lucky. There's another PC one that I absolutely love called Chocolatey Chai. That is so good. But I was very fortunate that a few of you brought me boxes of the winter wake up tea from Trader Joe's, which is good because a couple of the floss elves here at the workshop have also developed an affinity for it. So I have to be careful and, you know, put out a box every now and then for people to help me enjoy. So I really appreciate those of you who brought me that winter wake up tea. It is my favorite. It's absolutely delicious. And again, it's from Trader Joe's. So we do not have a Trader Joe's here. Nancy also put in some of those really fantastic wooden floss drops. And again, those little scissors, the ones that have the attached rubberized cover protector on it. Really handy, very useful. thank you, thank you, thank you. I love being the recipient of table gifts, even when I wasn't sitting at the table. I'm telling you, it's super fun. Okay, I don't think you're ready for this next one because this is epic. This is a gift from Barb. And Barb gave this to me, and I opened the box and I literally, it's stunning. Barb's mother makes these, and I have to show you up close. Are you ready? Because this is amazing. Look at this. Look at that. Her mother makes these, okay? And there's like 200 pins. So think about those counting pins that you make, okay? Each one of these pins is like a counting pin. Look at it. Each one of those pins has beads on it. Individually beaded pins. And then each pin has been placed in a pattern into the ball, inside a sequin, inside another pin, and inside another there's sequins, there's beads, and everything. Can you see? Look at that. And there's like 3 rows of design of pins. There's a row of pins on the outside, slightly spaced, and then a row on the inside with sequins under the pin head, and then a row of these pins that all have been beaded. It's amazing. And then these giant beaded pins at the top and the sides. I mean, each one of them in the center of these designs. It's the most beautiful Christmas ornament. I mean, when I think about the amount of work and time that went into this, creating this absolutely intricate, beautiful design, I love it. So Barb, thank you. I hope that you will please tell your mother that I love it and that I can't wait to put it on my tree. So I will have to remember to, during Flossmas, take some video of the tree and show you where I decide to put it. It's beautiful. Well, thank you. She also gave me, I guess in case I didn't want to put it on my tree, or because this is going to be hard to store because I don't want to crush the pins. I don't want to break anything on it. So she actually gave me a little hanging stand as well. So I might just, we're just going to have to find a home for it and display it. So there we go. Barb, thank you so much. It's beautiful. So please thank your mom. Let's see. I showed you the chicken. I showed you, okay. So my friend Ellen, who's a rock star, was on tour in Australia shortly before the retreat. And Ellen knows that I one day must go to Australia. I must go to Australia. I would love to go to New Zealand, Australia. It is literally, I have to go there. It's on my bucket list. One day I will go there. I am absolutely in love with your country. Full stop. Full stop. Your wildlife, your accent, just everything. I know my daughter lived there. She finished her final year of schooling. She did a semester there on the Gold Coast and has memories for her whole lifetime. She absolutely fell in love with it. So I have to go there one day, and Ellen knows this, and she knows that I have a very particular affinity for wombats. Wombats are my absolute favorite animal in the whole entire world, and I have never seen one in real, for real, for real, for real. I follow a few, one in particular called Wombat Rescue on Facebook and Instagram, and some of the stories are really difficult. I mean, it's a rescue organization, and the situation with mange in wombats in Australia is dire, but the babies that, you know, get rescued, I'm absolutely head over heels in love with wombats. And Ellen brought me back a wombat. He's so cute. This is a very special little wombat. So this is handmade in Nepal from 100% New Zealand wool, supporting the Nepalese Children's Education Fund. So, yeah, I mean, look, Ellen, I love him. He needs a name. So, love it. My little wombat. I have two wombats now. Natalia, who is from Australia, also sent me a wombat from Australia, and he lives over there. And he doesn't have a name yet either. So I think both of my wombats need names. Okay. This is another, like the mug. I can see your face, and we had a lovely conversation, and this is seriously one of the greatest gifts ever. And I cannot remember your first name. I am so sorry. I know that I know it, but when I was getting ready for this, it's gone. Please, I hope you're watching this, and I hope you know that I loved this gift, and I can't wait to now take it home and wear it, because it's an apron with the greatest thing ever. Friends forever. Epic. It's an apron. It's an apron, and she had them done as table gifts. And one for me. And yeah, she gave one to Carrie as well. Please remind me what your name is, because this was such a special gift. And clearly I want to be friends forever. I love it. So this was a great gift. So thank you. Okay. Val, my friend Val made a very, very special project bag for me. And this is apparently supposed to be my project bag for my Holiday Countdown 2025 project. So I am ready to go. Val has made me a bag. I'm ready to go. She's got a perfect zipper pull on there that she made, little beaded zipper pull, and look what else she made me. Get out of town! I now have two of the most perfect mini socks ever. I love this. So I think that this one I'm going to put on, you know, you have little lanyards in your purse. I'm gonna keep this one in my purse. I love that. Val, thank you so much. I love it. I love it. I purchased a bag. I purchased a project bag from my friend Candace, who is I Can Sew Make That. The bag that I purchased from her last year, I use it all the time. This is a flat large for Q-snaps because I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. So this one was meant to be. So I Can Sew Make That on Etsy. Is it Etsy? I Can Sew Make That. Now her swag bag item, I use these little books all the time. This was what she put in a couple years ago. So it's SEW. I Can Sew Make That. So it's It's my little floss tube notebook. So I did purchase that. And, oh, Val had also given me a tea towel. I think I'm well known for my love of coffee. Okay. Oh, your name is on the tip of my tongue. Amy LeBombard, who came up from Michigan. Amy is a paper crafter, and she also sells her products. She gifted me a goodie bag of everything that she makes in this. Look at this bag, resting stitch face. Classic. And then in here is a bundle of goodies. Just a bundle of goodies. Like, this is a little booklet that has a chapstick in it. Little notebook. It's got a little notebook in there and a little chapstick. What's this? Some little chocolates. She's got one of those tea caddies. It's got tea in it. So, I mean, if you were looking for gifts to purchase for table gifts and things like that, little surprises, things like this would be just perfect. So her Amy L Studio Paper Crafts, I'm not sure that she has an online shop. Look at this notebook. So it's just on the inside, just a notepad. Simple but useful. I love things like that. Oh, this is a beautiful card. Amy L Studio Paper Card. Oh, she's on Facebook. Amy L Studio. Look at this card. Isn't that great? Okay, so there's her information. Amy L Studios on Facebook. There we go. Look. It's a cute Post-it notes. I mean, how handy is that, right? Because, you know, if you've got a thing of Post-it notes in your purse, you know they're getting all grubbed up, right? Well, this is a perfectly pretty little way to protect it and keep it. That's really quite clever. I like that a lot. And, oh, this is pretty. Little bookmarky type things with flowers on them. Things like this are just always perfect to add the extra little touch for gifts and things like that. That is a needle minder. Yeah. It's just a little blingy needle minder. Pretty. So Amy, thank you. And I do believe, Amy, I'm going to see you again next year. I think you're coming back for Stitch North next year. I think that's it. I think I did it. I hope that, I seriously hope you had some good crafting time while we were chatting. It's so many things to show you and share with you. And I'm so glad that I finally got to share properly. I know that this isn't a typical floss tube episode, but people are so kind and so generous that I really feel like it's important to be appreciative, because, you know, you come home and I use all of these things in my daily life, and I want you to know, if you've gifted me something, that it is appreciated and loved and used, and that, you know, if you were watching and you wanted to try to make something yourself for upcoming retreats, maybe this gave you a few ideas. So maybe it was helpful. But for me, it's important to just say thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so that really is it. It is now 10 to 8, which means that this is already a very long video and I haven't even filmed the floss tube yet. So what I'm gonna do actually is, I think I'm just gonna upload this, and I'm gonna record a separate floss tube on Friday, and I'll put that up on Friday. So I'm gonna record a little message. No, I won't bother. I'll just creatively edit the beginning and take out the part where I said that I was gonna do a floss tube first, because this is far too long already and nobody would want to watch that. So, and I wanna make sure that, that I said thank you, because, you know, how amazing. So I will record the floss tube video on Friday. I have some amazing projects that I've been stitching. I have really been absolutely thrilled with well, when am I not? I love stitching. I know you do too. That's why you're here. So I will see you Friday with a floss tube video. And until then, I hope you're well. I hope that you're safe, and I hope that you have lots of stitching and fun things to bring you a bit of joy. Take care, everybody. I'll see you Friday.